Okay, welcome to another Seacraft end of season tour. We're just going to do a quick tour, hopefully it won't be as long as this morning's one, of the hub and the players' nether tunnels. I thought we will start with the nether tunnel contest area. This was a contest for our hub for for the tunnels for 1.18. So I'll go through here. So players could enter a tunnel and then everyone got to vote on them to see who the winner was. So this was the winning tunnel. This was done by Ori, and she also does streaming content and stuff. I'm going to remove that just so you don't have a totem sticking out all the time in your view. Yeah, so she has a channel on YouTube as well. But yeah, this was her tunnel. So we had a few requirements, like you had to have a stable area and a few other things. She's actually worked with Rick and they've designed the Nether hub, and they took a couple of elements from a couple of the other tunnels that came second and third. But I'll show you those elements that they've incorporated as we go along. Yeah, so this was the winning tunnel. This was another tunnel entry. This is a real natural looking one. I get the feeling this one would be more for like if the tunnels were in the middle of the nether. There's no buttons, and we're actually in a basalt delta, so we've got magna cubes. There's no buttons on the ice, which isn't helping with spawning. But I think this tunnel would be really awesome in a, you know, like where you could see out, you could put glass here and see out of the different biomes as you're traveling across the nether. This was a joke tunnel that Scooby, Ori and I made just for laughs, and we tried to take it serious. It's the only tunnel with seating, as you can see, for those weary travellers. But there were a couple of little things I really did like in this tunnel. For some reason, is the stream working? Hold on. I don't know if it's actually working. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, it was my phone was playing up that I used to kind of keep an eye on chat and stuff. Alright, so yeah, so this was just a bit of a joke tunnel. Going up and down the ice road was a bit of a deal, but anyway. But I did really like this. I thought this was really cute. Like the biome access area. It's just kind of like a little mine shaft. I thought that was cute. Anyway, the next tunnel, this one was done by our resident goth queen, Clarky. And, oops. Well, since there's a boat here, we'll take the boat down. Automatic openings. I like please park your steed here. Yeah, so and he had yeah, but this is really good. I hope he does something like this for his tunnel. And they were like the entryways to each players' tunnels to their bases. I'm not sure what he did for biome access. Oh, maybe it was on the other side. Hold on, let's have a look. Oh yeah, just like a door, like what we already have. Yeah, so we often just have these doors for biome access. Keeps things looking neat. So yeah, so that was Clarky's. No, now I can't put the stupid go. The next tunnel. This was done by Lawless Fern, but she was sick towards the end of the contest, so she actually never got to finish it. I hope she does this for her personal tunnel, because it would make a great personal tunnel. A lot of cement in it. I need to eat. Yeah, but a lot of cement, and doing this design for blocks and blocks and blocks, I probably would have stuffed it up. This one was done by Scooby with help from Clarky. It's quite similar to his tunnel he's got for Seacraft, which we will see later. But it's pretty. I like it. Yeah, so that was this, but this would also make a really good personal tunnel. This was Kaz's tunnel. It was very clean and efficient. Pretty cool. Don't know if that was supposed to be lighting or something. But yeah. This is a good little tunnel too. Everyone just did such a great job. We've got so many talented people on our server. So that was Kaz's. We must be getting close to the end. Yep. This is Dirty Devils. I really like this. It's very bright and green. She's put soul speed or soul speed under here for faster travel. But I did like her doors to the Nether biome access doors. They're really cool. So I'll probably take that element for the next tunnels. Yeah, no, that was a cool design. And this one was mine. I was trying to do like an underground railway kind of feel, like a subway kind of feel. So they've taken the smoke and they've taken the use of these and the smoke and the stable design for the 1.18 Nether hub, like Rikonori. Yeah. And then that would just go out there. The main hub is amazing that Rick has designed. It's huge. It looks so good. And I really like this because you don't have to worry about gates. You can just jump over it. I wish I had thought of this when I designed current Seacraft one. So yeah, so this is our current tunnel. So we'll do a quick tour of our current hub and all the players' tunnels that have decorated their tunnels. We'll probably do a tunnel contest next season as well, like for personal tunnels. And the winner of the tunnel contest for this 1.18 is they get a shop plot and they get a plaque in the main hub. Alright, so this is our main hub, and what we did is we had like the blue tunnel and then the cyan, and then each tunnel had a different pattern above it just to help identify. But I'm thinking next season we might actually name the tunnels, we might run a contest just to help people work out where they're living. We can say it's down such and such a tunnel. Yeah, so because it was sea craft, we stuck with kind of sea colours. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. We'll get a horse. I'm going to go down the shortest tunnels first, and then the longest tunnel last. So the shortest ones. There's only really, I think, one tunnel on here that's properly decorated. I know. Yeah, so this one, whoops, I'm gonna suffocate myself. This one is just a really short tunnel, and this goes to a ocean monument base. And then there was this one, which goes to our new community mine area that I threw this tunnel together. Yeah, so it's for mining of the new blocks and for sand. We've also got the mansion on this road and a couple of other player spaces, but they don't really have tunnels done, so we won't go up there. We'll go up. So up next we'll go up this one. There's only a couple of tunnels done on this one. We'll go up to the end and work our way back. Some of these tunnels are ridiculous. So yeah, next season we're going to be living on one big continent, and hopefully the tunnels won't be as long. Alright, so that tunnel there keeps going out to another mansion, and one of the players was going to set up hide and seek there, but they never got it finished. Alright, so Abby, this is Abby's. She hasn't quite finished hers. This was one of the Stronghold ones. I did originally, when I originally designed this, in this glass, I had like lava and everything, but it's such a long tunnel that I just ended up changing it. So behind the honey blocks, there's shroom lights, and that's what gives it lighting. So yeah, so this is one of the Stronghold tunnels. It's not the main Stronghold tunnel. It's the one, only a few players really use that one. I did a not much nicer tunnel on the main tunnel branch that everyone lives on. So yeah, so we do have many blocks. I don't think any of these guys have done their tunnels. Oh, there's this tunnel. Isn't that cute? I think she's got a really short tunnel, so she's just decorated the front. Super cute. I think that's right. And you would have seen my tunnel today. Pretty much this, and then at the end, we'll quickly go. Took ages to put the fires in. I've actually made a there's actually an ice tunnel that runs behind this tunnel because it's such a long tunnel. But yeah, and then I had all my nether mobs here, but some have despawned, which was super sad. Yeah. Very sad. My ghast despawned. There's my striders. They're still there, but yeah. Super sad. Don't really want to look at it at the moment. Hours and hours of work, and they're just gone. Many deaths to get like the withers and the blazes in there. Anyway. If it was the beginning of the season, I probably would put them back in there, but we've only got really like a week to go, so. And these our banners Scooby made for me. I think they're super cute. Yeah, so these are like the doors we have. They take you up to the biomes, and most of the biomes have been like have basic security to keep you safe when you first go out. They're not fancy, but they do the job. This is Scooby's tunnel. I really like this design. It is really nice. I love the dark prismarine with the deep slate. It just has worked so well together. I'm just taking a coffee. A caffeine fix, and yeah, someone's been playing a prank on her and they've put bee heads everywhere. It's normally not covered with bee heads. But yeah, this is Scooby's tunnel. I really like it. It's pretty. Pretty. Took her a while to come up with this design. She was going to have lava at one stage. She had all these different thoughts. But I'm glad she waited, because that's one of the nicest tunnels I have seen. Alright, so we've just got one more tunnel to go. And that's the main tunnel with most of the bases are on this tunnel. So there's lots. Anyway. Alright, so I think the first one is the kids hub. We did have a kids hub for like players kids on a Mushroom Island, and it was all had like boundaries for them and stuff, and they someone's been here. It's supposed to be an out of bounds area. It's only for the kids. Yeah, so I just did like a rainbow tunnel for them. And they had a kids safe fortress. Yeah, someone's been in. Anyway. Yeah, so that's just for the kids, and they're not supposed to leave without adults because we've got a lot of content creators. But they just play there, and they've made some really amazing builds. The next tunnel, this is Kaz's. This is her second design. She changed it. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty long tunnel, so we won't go to the end. That just gives you an idea. I'll just turn around. So this is why, if you watched my base tour, this is why I have a netherite beacon. It's because I dug out a lot of these tunnels. Alright, so this is Summer's tunnel, and it's so cute. It's very summery. She's got little sheep in it, little pigs. Yeah, I like Summer's tunnel. It's very cute, very summer. This is Bubble the shark. She hasn't done anything to her tunnel. I did that for her. Oh, this is to Seabreeze Estate. Oh no. Okay. Probably let's just walk back out of here. Gently, so we don't die. yeah, it looks like some of the new players have done that. So Seabreeze Estate is just an area we made for the new players that we were trying out for our next seed, which is Shadowlands Redemption. This is Liz and Taz. They're two new players. They've taken over Bubble's old base. This is the Stronghold. This is the main Stronghold tunnel. I just love the effect of this when you like go down the boat or ride the horse. I might do something similar next season. It's pretty trippy. It's a really long tunnel as well. But yeah, so this is the main hub tunnel. The main hub tunnel, the main Stronghold tunnel. Sorry, I just had coffee noises to me. Alright, so that's the Stronghold. This is Hornsters. He was going to do like this library tunnel, but anyway. Baby Drags, she's got a cute tunnel too. Like these trees. And Baby Drags she's the one who made over the Mushroom Island. That, if you've seen the Seacraft tour video I did a few weeks ago, it was on that with the big ship and stuff. So that's her tunnel. I like her tunnel too. Everyone's just so clever and creative. I suppose that's the beauty of Minecraft. You can just be creative according, and everyone's got like tastes. After a while you can kind of look at builds and you can pretty much pick who built what. This goes to Joker's old base and he hasn't finished his tunnel. This is the tunnel that goes out to spawn. Lucky for Stony, his portal kind of came out on the tunnel, so he actually didn't have to make himself a tunnel. He got to share this one. Yeah, so this goes to spawn. This was like the first tunnel we made. Boosted Falcon, he doesn't play with us anymore. And I don't think Della's done her thing either. I think she's coming back. This is Clarky's. So it's very similar to that other one from the contest. I like this as well. It's very effective. Very gothic. Leads out to his gothic castle. Shion. As well. Alright, sorry, I was just making sure the microphone was working properly. It was playing up before. Alright, and this is Killer Potato. I haven't seen them for a while. And Chubby Potato, her brothers. And that was Gandhi's, I think. Madam Tiggs, she hasn't finished hers. Oh, this is Ori and Rebels and Lawless and Rick's. So Rick did most of this tunnel, I believe. Crazy man, like can you imagine how many campfires this took? It's an epic tunnel. And lucky for Lawless, she again ended up with her portal in someone else's tunnel, so she didn't have much work to do. this is another really long tunnel. Right. And, yeah, this is Ori. She's just done all this. It's pretty cool. And this is Rick's. And his base is in a outpost. So hence the scarecrow thingies. And then I believe Rebels. Yeah, Rebels is just there. So this tunnel is amazing. I was going to do a big video, but I think it's just much easier just to stream the tours than making in-depth videos, unless you like have the other players on, and most of them haven't been on. They're all getting ready for 1.18. Right, this tunnel takes you to the community mine, the mesa, and the gravel, gravel, sand. But we won't go all the way down. You can get an idea of the design of that one. That one hasn't been done. That one hasn't been done. Oh, that's Gandhi's. Most of these haven't been done. Oh, this is Amorki's. Hers is half done. But yeah, it's cute. She started it. Cute, cute. Must be getting close to the end. This is the last tunnel on this side. It's one of my favourites. It was so fun to make, and it's right. So this is to the our wither killing zone that we made. And I made these using mob heads, and the roof is the blacksmith tables, crafting table thingies, thingamajiggities. But yeah, it was fun making that. And then all these little, probably can't see, but like they're just like little wither skulls that you get different ones. But yeah, it was fun. I really like this tunnel. And then that goes out to a couple of other bases and jokers. But I didn't continue it because it's like 2,000 blocks, so I just put a nice road in. Because by then I was just sick of making tunnels. So I really like this tunnel. It's really trippy. It's mad sheepdogs. It's really trippy. I really like that. He did a great job. His base is amazing. And this is Goldbug's tunnel. And her tunnel is so cute as well. Ah, I didn't even know she had a piggy farm. There you go. And that's Goldbug's tunnel. And I think that's all the tunnels. If I remember correctly, I don't think there's any more. So yeah, this was just going to be a much quicker stream. How long is it gone for? Have we gone for? Not sure. But Anyway, that is the tunnel tours of all the tunnels on Seacraft. We've got quite a few bases. There were some others, but they haven't finished their tunnels. So we're nearly at the end. Having the horse definitely made this a much faster experience than me running around, because these horses are pretty fast. So yeah, so that's it. The little hub, little work areas. I've got no idea why there's a pufferfish in here, and mob heads from nether mobs. Yeah, and that's it. That's the end of the our nether hub tour. We'll catch you tomorrow when we look at another part of Seacraft. Bye.